Batwoman Season 2, Episode 6, titled Do Not Resuscitate. Now, this episode, I think the spine of the episode is not bad. Like, the beats that's happening, the plot points of the episode was happening really well, really fluent and efficiency, and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes the dialogue just kind of just, not over-explains, but overdoes it. To the point it just becomes like I'm watching a soap opera. Now, I understand it's a CW show. It's nothing but a giant soap opera. It is not, every show, I don't know about Supernatural, but like almost every CW show, DC or otherwise, is a lot of sappy soap opera level stuff. But there's a level of it where you're like, have you ever loved anyone? It's like, of course I loved anyone. Where you will understand, you would fight for them. I'm like, okay, can we move that? This is like the first episode in weeks that I haven't went about Wyatt, and in this she kind of went a little bit over my nerves. But there's moments that it's just completely over-explaining the dialogue, overdoing it to the point it's just none of it really feels that natural or very fluent. Like, okay, the stuff with Wyan's partner, with her girlfriend, it kind, okay, Sophie wants Wyan to put a bug on, I forgot her girlfriend's name, a phone, and bug her phone, all that kind of stuff, and Wyan says, okay, after this file disappears. When I do this, it is going to disappear. Nothing. I'm like, just say, do it and it disappears. The end. don't, completely. And it's just like, it was like those things that kind of maybe took a little bit out of me from the episode. But also one of the things is the whole bugging, Wyan and the girlfriend, and how much Wyan is like, I need her in my life. She's like one of the most important people in my life for me. And the thing is, outside like 2 episodes, we barely never really knew her. We never really sensed any chemistry, or at least I don't feel any sense of chemistry. And never understood like the why you feel like, why does Wyan think she is the most important? Because right now she isn't. And all she is sending facts to professionals about how often African Americans get little health treatment and health care and all kind of stuff, health insurance, which is that once again, America, get fucking health care. Jesus, it's like, and sometimes you will give money back anyway. Medicare, Jesus. Anyway, it's like this, once again, the spine is there. It's just all these little things that I'm like, oh, okay, you could have crossed out that line. Oh, you could have done this. That. The ending was a little bit insane with me. The ending of the episode was weird, where like, okay, the bad guys wants the Jack Napier map. And Wyan as Batwoman gives, the map to them. And then they go away. I'm like, then you catch up with them! Then you catch up! Hey! Sophie's fine! Now chasing you go! But, again, we got like, what, 6 more episodes? 6 or 7 episodes again? I don't know. I'm just assuming it's 13, the way it's going. And how the pace of the episodes are kind of going, kind of happening in it. All that. I did mention how Wyan this kind of drove me a little, not as bad as the first couple of episodes, but a little bit of the whole, like, how, I mean, if you think about her whole personality in this entire show, out of these 6 episodes, has been that she knows the sweets, and she's sassy. She's the sassy, sweet, tough, black woman, African American, and sometimes, most of the time, it works. but sometimes it is out of place. And it comes to her being very unlikable, or just like, okay, I get it, the kryptonite bullet. Why? It's like, why didn't you tell Luke about? Well, you guys could, if you could stop comparing me to Kate. But I'm like, no, I'm sorry. There's an alien walk is killing you, and it's not meant to kill you. It's meant to kill the fucking Kryptonians, not the bloody me. And it's all that. So it kind of, those type of things really drive me. If you just kept believing in me, I'm ready for her to stop doing the crow thing. What, you want me to trust a crow? I'm like, what is the goal of Sophie and you? To find Kate. Shut up. Shut up. And even the whole like, oh, you're working with Alice. Alice gave you the information. You kill. Yeah, I know the situation, but have you ever heard the term of the enemy of my enemy is my friend? Which, by the way, guys, I was kind of like, huh? A little bit, where Bruce never gave a alternate option of, in case you get shot by kryptonite, that you never had a contingency plan to, in case you ever got shot? You want to get cured? Make sure things don't happen? Yeah? Clearly this Batman, and clearly the CW Batman, is not that well prepared. He's not like his comic counterpart. Clearly he's not Batgod. If you don't know what Batgod is, it's a term that comic fans like me use anytime. It's the idea, like, why does Batman do this? Because he's Batman. Well, how can Batman fight Superman? Well, because he's Batman. Like, he's that fucking cool, don't you even question that kind of thing. If he does something, he's that fucking cool, you don't question that kind of thing. And, clearly this Batman, it's not that. Which it could be interesting, like, will we ever meet actually Bruce? That'll be an interesting part of it. But, yeah, as I said about this episode, the spine is there. It's just the execution of it. I wasn't really that crazy